What's good, everybody? It's your brother New Breed coming through with another video. Discernment matters more than ever because people have changed. Ladies and gentlemen, as believers, you can no longer ignore red flags. You got to pay attention to the insight that the Almighty has given you. You got to be aware. It's imperative. When you look at what's going on in society, there has been a shift that has taken place. And what we must understand is just because it's common for people to be disingenuous, disrespectful, prideful, arrogant, lovers of themselves more than lovers of God, just because it's common doesn't mean it's normal. And a lot of the times we let our defenses down and we get in a comfort zone around the wrong people. And it is extremely detrimental in this day and age because people have become primitive in nature. And it's not just about what goes on in the physical. This is what we must understand. It's a spiritual warfare taking place. And it's being fought on high levels. We battle not against flesh and blood, but wickedness and principalities in high places. See, when you're dealing with people, until you are familiar with a person, you never know what type of entities that they entertain. You never know what type of spirits that they have on them. It is important to be careful who you bring into your proximity, because for a demon, proximity is power. For someone with ill intentions who are rattled with bad spirits, you got to understand that giving them access is dangerous. And I'm going to tell you this right now, as you go through certain life experiences, you will learn how to really spot out spiritual deficiencies in people. And you will no longer second guess yourself. A lot of brothers and sisters in truth have been through a lot with people. A lot of us have been outcasted from friends and family. A lot of us have been targeted for our awareness. We have been targeted for walking a narrow path and beginning to change from our former selves. And we know what it's like to go on that Damascus road. But you must make sure that when you have to take that solo journey, you don't get desperate. And you don't just allow the first person in your life that shows interest or seems like a good person to come into your life. You got to be very mindful, because Satan uses that as a tactic. Beat you down while you're lonely, and then he'll send one of his minions in your life, whether it be a intimate relationship or a colleague, a so-called friend, an associate, whomever. But what will happen is when you in that place of feeling weakness, vulnerability, that's when Satan will summon one of his narcissistic, demonic people to actually insert themselves in your life. And that's why it's important to gradually vet and court people accordingly. And I'm going to tell you, when you got discernment, you pace yourself with people. You don't rush into anything. And a lot of the times you just pacing yourself, not rushing, not going with what the flesh would have you do, not jumping at everything that sounds good. When you actually pace yourself, a lot of the times those demonic people will expose themselves. It happens like clockwork. When they see that you have healthy boundaries, when they cannot penetrate your armor, when they cannot manipulate or coerce you or, get you to change your moral compass or anything. Because there's people out there that will try to get you to compromise your convictions. And when they see you 10 toes down, being steadfast in truth and protecting your energy, they expose themselves because they get frustrated. You got a lot of these entities running around that are used to being able to gain leverage over people. They're used to being able to manipulate people. And when they see that you got a strong foundation, they will try to say that you closed off. They'll say that you are a recluse. They'll say that you are standoffish. That ain't the case at all. No, you got discernment. And you're moving wise as a serpent, but harmless as a dove. See, brothers and sisters, don't allow desperation to bring people in your life that don't belong there, because they can smell it on you. And they will take full advantage of your kindness. They will use your empathy as ammunition. And they will do everything in their power to gouge you of who you are. And when you have this confidence, knowing that your boundaries shouldn't be tested, when you are standing on your convictions, you got a lot of people out there that come with weird energy that will try to humble you. They would do it in a subtle way. They would try to, throw stones or hide their hands. They would try to throw subliminal shots at you, anything to try to get you to humble yourself. No, we don't need to shrink ourselves for anybody. We are children of the Most High, born to be a rare people, a peculiar people, a royal priesthood. And when you look at yourself that way, everybody can't be in your circumference. And it don't matter if they call you stuck up, bougie, cold-hearted. These are the type of things that they may call some of you brothers and sisters. But really, you just got discernment. Because when you are testing the spirits of people out here, and these individuals show their true colors, you learn from that. And there's many ways to actually test the spirit. And one of the most simple ways, right, is be transparent, however, have boundaries. That's right. Be transparent, however, have boundaries, meaning stand on the truth, what's righteous, what is just, and don't allow anybody to tread on you in no way, shape, or form. And watch people around you begin to morph. Watch people around you begin to shift. And you can actually test this. Once your discernment has elevated, I can tell you right now, just entering a room changes the momentum in the environment. It changes the atmosphere. And if you pay attention, you'll see different spirits on people. You'll see how they operate when it comes to you. You will see the murmurs. And it will be people that cannot even approach you anymore, brothers and sisters. See, once you got the discernment, the devils in them, the demons in them can't hide anymore. So now they're threatened by your very existence. Just like it was with the Messiah. When he came around people that was full of foul spirits, those demons that was in them say, have you come to send us to hell before our time? So you may have people that get weird energy, act strange, be tweaking out around you, and you don't really know why. Because your discernment is top notch, and they know they can't pull the wool over your eyes. They know they can't get over on you. They see a strong presence. They see the Holy Spirit on you. So whatever type of manipulative tactics they try to come with, whatever type of games they try to play, none of it's going to work. But you must overcome your flesh. You got to make sure that you move with wisdom. And this message goes for brothers and sisters alike. You got to move with wisdom out there. And talk to me down in the comment section. I'm going to do a better job at responding to y'all's comments. Somebody kind of pulled my card on that. But definitely I'm going to get active in the comment section. But I want to know, can y'all relate to this? Do you see it? How important discernment is right now. It's the most important thing right now because people have definitely changed. People have truly jumped out the deep end. People are running around, putting on a facade, putting on a front. Everybody's performative. Nobody's being authentic. Nobody's being real. Nobody's speaking from the heart. It's all about gaining leverage on the next person. It's all about, self-grandizing. It's all about what can they get out of a situation. It's not genuine no more. That's why discernment is key. Anyway, like, share, subscribe, support the work at HebrewCare.com. Get y'all's natural products, as well as NewBreedGlobalTruth.com. Thank y'all. Be blessed out there. Peace.